Greetings friends and happy 2020. What are your goals for this year? Let me know in the comment section below. On a regular basis, I receive comments and emails from people talking about their far off goals of having the perfect place to start their perfect homestead. But let me ask you, what do you envision as the perfect homestead? Do you envision the homestead of Off-Grid with Doug and Stacy? Or maybe Justin Rhodes? But let me tell you, the perfect homestead is where you're at right now. I'm not squashing your dreams of having a perfect place that you envision or this property somewhere far off, but I want you to start thinking about building the perfect homestead where you're at right now, because it's the perfect fit for you and your circumstances. When we came out to the homestead that we're working on right now, I wouldn't call it the choicest property. Yes, it has a lot of good features on it, but it also has a number of challenges on it as well that we've had to work around, such as being on a slope can make gardening pretty challenging. So over the years I've had to terrace it out and work with the land to shape it into the way that makes it a more efficient market garden. Also, there's a lot of trees. It's really wooded, so we've been in the process of taking out a number of trees, and which is one of the big goals that we have for this year. So my goal this year is to continue to build the perfect homestead for 2020, where I'm at right now. And just yesterday I started working on the clearing out some of the trees and took the excavator and went to town. With using the mini excavator to pull out the stumps, the first thing I do is dig up around the stump and base of the trunk, pulling out and ripping up the roots. Every now and then I tug at the trunk with the bucket of the excavator just to check for signs of where other roots might be. Today, we're digging, pulling out some stumps and filling the holes back up in efforts to make the perfect homestead. Yes, this is not the perfect homestead. I don't think there's a such thing as a perfect homestead. But our goal is to make progress with our homestead so that way we make it in a way that's perfect for us. So right now what I'm doing is I'm continuing to work on an area that I started some time ago, and there's been so many trees here that have just been overgrown, and we're just clearing it out and pushing the reset button on this area. So my goal for this area is just to make it where we can utilize it better, make it more productive, have some chicken tractors and areas, more pasture area for our chickens. So today I'm using one of my favorite machines to use, the mini excavator. So not too long ago I came through here with the chainsaw and cut down a number of the trees here in this section that we're working on. I plan to work on some more sections with the chainsaw, but I've come through here in this area and cut the trees down and left this part of the trunk left on most of the trees. And the reason I did that, opposed to cutting them all the way down to the ground, is so that way I can have some more leverage to pull these babies out with the excavator. And that really makes a big difference than if they were cut down. It really takes a lot more work to work them out of the ground. And we did pay someone to cut down this large tree right here, and that's what's left. They cut it real low, so this is going to be a little bit more of a challenge to get up. So we're going to have our work cut out for us. We're going to have to be digging more here for this one, especially how big this stump is. So we're going to try to get that done. Have a number of little ones here This should be fairly easy, so we're gonna go ahead and knock those out, and then we're gonna see how it goes. We're taking out the big one. Oh. Actually, before I get started on those smaller stumps, I need to actually cover up this hole right here from the trunk and the roots that you just saw me get out. Here we go. So we have 2 more stumps left. The beast that I was telling you about, as well as this one right here. Left a little bit on it, but so that should help. But I can tell it's going to be a little bit harder. And we're running against the time. Our day is ticking. We've been pretty productive today, kinda. But getting a late start out here, later than I'd like to be. But enough of that. Trying to get work. So yesterday, regretfully, I was not able to get the big monster stump out of the ground. Ran out of daylight, and today I'm going to get it done. However, today is not the real nice sunny day like you saw at the beginning of this video. Rain is in the forecast, and it's pretty cloudy, so I really need to get outside and get it done. Let's go. Okay, so I'm feeling a few drops, a few sprinkles, so we definitely need to get to work here. So as I'm pulling out the stumps and I'm digging around with the mini excavator here, what I'm doing is I kind of go around to kind of break up the roots that kind of branch out. And then that'll help loosen it up so the stump's a little easier to get out. So without the trunk being a little bit taller, it's gonna be a little bit more of a challenge. Just have to see how it goes. Root right here is pretty strong, so right now I'm just kind of scraping away and breaking it up. This is my first time using a mini excavator. Over our 5.5 years here on the homestead, I've had to use this mini excavator numerous times. One of the most extensive projects that I did with this mini excavator was right before we set up our yurt. There's this huge tree, and it took like a day for my brother and I to get the root system out. It was just this massive tree, and it was practically where the backside of our yurt is now. But right now I'm just continuing to go around, pulling out the different roots, just scraping them and breaking them when I can. And hopefully we'll get this bad boy out of here pretty soon. Boy, I'm moving. Ah, it's moving. Woo! Oh, it's moving. Look at there. So the rain has come in, and I bet you're wondering, did I actually finish the job that I was working on out there of getting that monster stump out of the ground? Well, after I got it loose, I started trying to pull it out. However, it kept falling right back in the hole. So I'd pick it up and it'd fall right back in the hole again. I kept going back and forth and it kept falling right back into the hole. And then I had this bright idea. You know what? You are on the upside of the hill trying to pull this stump from the down part up the hill. Why don't you just come down to the bottom of the hill and try to pull it out then? And you know what? I did that and it worked. I finally got it out. I was like, whoo! That monster was a monster. Finally, man! Finally got out of there. All right, now that we have the stump finally out of that hole, man, that was frustrating at times. Now it's time to, let me go inside. I just want to jump in the hole and just feel how big it is. Check out this hole. Like, man. Now I gotta cover all this back up. It's starting to rain even more, so I need to get on it. So I got it out and then graded the area back right before the rain came. And I was like, yes, got the job done before the rain came. And whew, yes. But you know what? There's still more work to do in this area of clearing out these trees, because that is a goal that I have for 2020. And I have a number of goals for this year as well, such as putting some weed barrier down around the walkways of the market garden, as well as rearranging our greenhouse. And I plan to build a chickshaw and maybe another chicken tractor or two. Oh yeah, and how could I forget? We also are remodeling the yurt, and this coming week we plan to work on that as well. But what are your goals for 2020 on your homestead? And like I said at the beginning of the video, you can start your perfect homestead wherever you are, even if it's just growing something in your kitchen window. Let me know in the comment section below. Looking forward to 2020. Please join us in all these adventures and projects that I have. And that's it for now. We'll see you next time. As always, be strong, grow on, and live life without excuses. See you later.